let us get this review started. I have just finished my best ending playthrough of the Quarry using a guide linked in the video description of all of the videos in the playlist. Also, please bear in mind that obviously I was using a guide, so my gameplay experience was not as intended. But let's start with as you things I did like. Graphically, it was great. It was an Unreal Engine game, and we have expectations around Unreal Engine, and those expectations were met for the most part. There were some questionable animations a couple of times, some animation errors or glitches, bugs, whatever you want to call them. But for the most part, you know, it looked great. Sound design was pretty good. It's this kind of game, basically just a moving visual novel, interactive movie, whatever you want to call it, lives or dies by its sound and visual design, and for the most part, yeah, pretty good on both ends. Also, really liked the all of the accessibility options. The death rewind being locked behind the like deluxe content DLC or whatever it's called. Kind of annoying, especially as a last ditch thing for people like me who do have some hand disability issues that could lead to a character dying, as happened with me. I'm glad I turned it on and that it at that moment, and that it actually worked as intended. I've gone blurry again. Less good things. There's just a lot of watching it. If you're not here for a I can't comment on the multiplayer because I haven't played it in multiplayer. It was a purely single player experience for me. Less good things. If you're not here to watch cutscenes as pretty as they are, this is not the experience for you. It's barely a game. There are long sections of sitting watching cutscenes with the occasional decision to make just by holding left or right on the thumbstick, punctuated by extremely irregular and kind of short walking sections. But equally, if you've played any game by Supermassive Games, you kind of know what you're letting yourself in for, really. They do one particular style of game, and I've never played Until Dawn, but I have seen it played. I've watched Let's Plays of Until Dawn, and I truly believe that maybe they peaked and they're trying to reclaim those halcyon heights, let's say. Also, not a fan of how some of the achievements are bugged because of particularly the one that is annoying me is forgetting all of the tarot cards in one playthrough because of a trigger for a cutscene happening before the camera changes to let you pick up the tarot card, depending on, I assume, hardware. So that was cool. If I were super hardcore into achievements, that would really make me angry. Right now, I'm just mildly irritated about it. Also, the writing was kind of a letdown. They were leaning hard into the tropes of the genre, which is perfectly fair, fine, and understandable, with none of the characters having a brain cell. But ignoring that side of things, it was still very average writing with some questionable decisions, particularly around someone having things fall out of the pockets in their boxer shorts that don't usually have pockets, and the model doesn't have pockets on it. Things of that nature, where I'm just kind of really irritated by things that the plot is relying upon that don't actually make any sense. It's like a reverse plot hole. It's a plot hook, except it's snagging the plot rather than giving you something to build the plot from. All of that said, however, in terms of replayability, there's something like I think 186 endings. Obviously, some of them are going to be very minor differences. I'm only going for 2 on stream. I've done the best ending now, and in a couple of months I'll plot convenience, maybe. Yeah, we'll go with that. Unstable Deus. And then in a couple of months, I'm going to go for a worst ending, but I won't do a review for that. That'll just be me vibing with my chat, trying to kill everyone off as fast as possible. Just for catharsis more than anything. So, yeah, like I said, there's something like 186 endings, depending on what decisions you make as you go through the game. I encountered a lot of stuff that I'm assuming is foreshadowing events that occur if you make different decisions, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of foreshadowing though, but I guess with 186 endings, you need a lot of foreshadowing so that everything is taken into account. But yeah, I'm happy to give this a 7 of 10. Like, it's a perfectly average experience that I can recommend to people. There's couch co-op. There's a mode called Wolf Pack, which is, I think, where everyone votes on decisions using the phones. And if you particularly want to, you can set it to movie mode, put the controller down for like 6 to 10 hours. I don't know exactly which decisions it makes, but I think you can choose. Everyone lives, everyone dies, and make your own path. I assume, like, make your decisions in advance. There's one ending where you have all of the counselors survive and have the Hackett survive. Probably not on Stevodeos, but I'll answer that more fully after the review is over. So yeah, 7 of 10, would recommend. It's probably a lot more fun if you're actually in the same space as the people who are watching you play it, and you can use the multiplayer side of things. But there we go. If you've played a Supermassive game, you know what you're getting into. If you haven't, this was just a long interactive cutscene with some light decision-making elements that would, if it released in cinemas, it would be a perfectly average horror film, because it's a perfectly average horror game. If you have any thoughts on my review, please do let me know in the comment section below. As ever, share the video with anyone you think might like it. Please do also consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and swinging by twitch.tv/ComradeBubbles and following the channel here on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. Please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all. Don't forget, I'm just a random person on the internet, and this is my opinion about this game, and therefore it is not complete objective fact. It is just what I thought of it. Take this review with a grain of salt. And until next time, goodbye.